Hello everyone! Today I've come to Shinjuku Station. Shinjuku Station boasts the highest number of passengers of any station, not just in Japan, but in the entire world, with a daily ridership of between 3 million and 3.5 million people. The volume of users is truly staggering. Shinjuku serves as a major terminal for JR lines as well as commuter trains arriving from the suburbs, particularly from Western Tokyo, resulting in a constant flow of crowds. From this deck at the New South exit, you can watch the trains coming and going. This is the New South exit area. The southern side is anchored by the Takashimaya department store and features the station complex, Niwomen Shinjuku, creating a stylish and sophisticated atmosphere. Shinjuku offers distinct vibes depending on the area. The east exit, west exit, and south exit, all centered around the station itself. First, I'll walk through Takashimaya and head down from the deck to street level. I have come down to street level. I am heading north, aiming for the east exit area. The area around the south exit is dominated by commercial facilities, such as the Takashimaya department store, Niwomen Shinjuku, and the Lumen Station building. There are a few street-level shops to the right, but not very many. Niwomen also houses a bus terminal. It serves as a hub for various buses, including overnight, buses for sleeping while traveling, and limousine buses to the airport. After walking a short distance, I pass under an elevated roadway. This is the Koshu Kaido, which connects the Imperial Palace to Kofu in Yamanashi. Eikoshun is the old name for the region comprising Yamanashi, and Shinjuku originated as the first post town on this highway. At that time, it was known as Naito Shinjuku. The street branching off to the right is Musashino Dori, but it is lined with various establishments, including restaurants, karaoke bars, and arcades. The east exit area begins around here. A vast number of railway lines serve Shinjuku Station. These include JR lines, the Marunouchi and Uedo subway lines, and private railway lines such as the Keio, Odakyu, and Seibu Shinjuku lines. The station is incredibly crowded, with throngs of people filling the area, from early morning right up until the last train of the night. This is Shinjuku Chodori Avenue. It intersects with the Musashino Dori Avenue we just passed. This street is also lined with numerous restaurants and eateries. The area directly east of this station is generally seen as a place that appeals to a younger crowd. If you continue straight ahead, you will reach a main thoroughfare. Along that avenue stands Alta, a commercial building that was once a major landmark. At one time, having an advertisement displayed on its large video screen was a coveted goal. Alta houses a television studio and is famous for having hosted the live broadcast of the daytime variety show Warate Itomo from 1984 to 2014. Let's cross the street and walk around the Shinjuku East exit area. To your left is the area known as Shinjuku Moagai. Mode stands for this mixture of ages, reflecting the variety of shops here that cater to people of all generations. If you continue a little further, you will come to a large bookstore. This is Kinokuniya Bookstore, a shop with a long history dating back to 1927. The street we are walking along is the old Ome Kaido, a road that historically connected this area to Ome, located at the western edge of Tokyo. Shinjuku developed as a post town because it served as the junction where the Koshu Kaido connecting to Yamanashi and the Ome Kaido, heading toward Ome diverged. The Shinjuku East exit area is one of the most bustling parts of Shinjuku. Whether you are looking for retail shops or restaurants, you can find pretty much anything you need, right? Here, many large stores line this main street. Among them, Shinjuku Isetan is particularly long established. The Isetan department store itself was founded in Kanda in 1886 and relocated to its current site in Shinjuku following the Great Kanto earthquake. The current building was constructed in 1933. It features a luxurious design incorporating marble, and it is said that ammonite fossils can be found within the marble itself. We are currently near the junction of the main roads, and this area was the heart of Shinjuku when it served as a post town. Although there are many shops lining the street ahead, we will turn here and head toward Shin Ome Kaido. The street we are walking on right now is called Meiji Dori. There are streets named after the eras Meiji Dori, Showa Dori, and Heisei Dori, but for some reason, there is no Taisho Dori. under the Japanese era system used in the modern era, starting from the Meiji period. A single era name corresponds to the reign of a single emperor. This was not the case prior to the Meiji period. Era names were changed whenever events such as famines or natural disasters occurred, resulting in a vast number of era names. There have been 126 emperors in total. There are as many as 248 era names. I have arrived at Omekaido. The Torii Gate across the street is the next destination. I visited Hanazono Shrine. The exact founding date of Hanazono Shrine is unknown, but it is said to have already existed when Tokugawa Ieyasu arrived in Edo in 1590. The shrine enshrines deities associated with business, prosperity, and the performing arts. I've made my way to the area behind the shrine. At first glance, this looks like an ordinary alleyway. This is Shinjuku Golden Gai. Originating from a post-World War II black market, the area retains wooden buildings and shack-like structures, housing around 300 small drinking establishments, such as Thratrum snack bars and taverns. It is a place that preserves the atmosphere of the immediate post-war era. Further, along on the right, you will find Yoshimoto Kogyo, an agency that manages many Japanese comedians. Many of the comedians seen on television got their start with this company. It is a major entertainment agency. This building stands on the former site of an elementary school and has since been converted into office space, but a distinctive district spreads out to the left. If you continue straight for a short distance, a tree-lined path appears on your left. It curves around, leading you back toward the main road. This path is not merely a walking trail. It is actually the former route of a streetcar line. In the past, numerous streetcar lines operated throughout Tokyo. However, due to the expansion of the subway system and traffic congestion issues, they began to disappear around the time of the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. Today, only 2 streetcar lines remain in the city. There is only one line operated by the Tokyo Metropolitan Government. The streetcar line that once ran along this path was discontinued in 1970. Now, let's leave this green path behind and head toward Kabukicho, Japan's premier entertainment district. Ideally, I would enter from the main street, but this time I plan to enter from the backside of Kabukicho. We just turned left at the traffic light and entered Kabukicho. We are now in the deeper part of the district, where host clubs and cabaret clubs are prominent. This isn't really an area I would recommend for sightseeing. The parts of Kabukicho further away from the station see a high number of crimes. The area is defined by its nightlife and has a somewhat rough atmosphere. We'll head there later, but the area closer to the station is packed with izakayas and karaoke bars, offering the lively vibe of an entertainment district. The area to the right here is a district of Montbrown Love Hotels. It is said that prostitutes have been soliciting there in recent years, representing a dark side of Japan. I'll turn here and head back toward the main road. The large building on the left is commonly known as the Angodzilla Building, unofficially the Shinjuku Toho Building. It is a complex housing a movie theater, a hotel, and various restaurants, and its construction has helped brighten up the Kabukicho area. Next to this building lies Cine City Square, commonly known as Hetoyoko. This area became a social issue as a hangout spot for young people in their teens and 20s who had nowhere else to go, whether at home or at school. Let's head back toward the main street. Let me tell you about the origins of the name. Kabukicho. The area got this name because during the post-war reconstruction period, there was a plan to bring a kabuki theater here. Although the plan to attract a kabuki theater ultimately failed, other theaters and movie cinemas were established. Restaurants and bars gathered around them, eventually forming the entertainment district we see today. We are now approaching the entrance to Kabukicho. Many chain stores have opened in this area, making it bright and bustling with energy, not only at night, but also during the day. We are back on the main street. If you are coming from Shinjuku Station, the main entrance is around here. You arrive at this spot after passing through Shinjuku Moore Street, which I mentioned earlier. Shinjuku also has a large underground shopping complex, so you can reach the entrance to Kabukicho from underground as well. I started walking toward the west exit. While the east exit is a commercial district, the west exit area is a business district. It is one of Japan's premier skyscraper districts. featuring numerous high-rise. But buildings centered around the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building along the main street. There are various entrances to an underground, a shopping complex known as Hosubned, which extends all the way to Seibu Shinjuku Station. This station serves the private Seibu railway line, bringing in passengers from the direction of Saitama. The Seibu Shinjuku line originally aimed to run directly into Shinjuku Station, but this plan was abandoned due to infrastructure constraints. Well, consequently, the station is located where it is, making transfers somewhat inconvenient. From here, we'll pass under the elevated tracks, known as the Daigado, big underpass, to head toward the west exit area. JR trains run overhead. I'm going to pass through the underpass and make my way toward the station. Across the intersection lies a restaurant district known as Omoide Yokocho. Like Golden Guy, Omoide Yokocho traces its origins back to the post-war black markets. Because the area was a hub for trading pork and beef offal, it is now home to many izakaya, Japanese pubs, specializing in dishes like yakitori and grilled offal. While Golden Guy is primarily known for bars and snack bars, focused on drinking. Omoide Yokocho is characterized more by casual izakaya, where you can enjoy both food and drinks. However, aging infrastructure is also an issue. It may only be a matter of time before we can no longer experience the atmosphere of the 1950s through the 1970s, cross the street and head towards the cluster of skyscrapers. Directly ahead is the annex of the Odakyu department store. Since the private Odakyu and Keio railway lines serve the Shinjuku West exit area. The station complex includes both Odakyu and Keio department stores. However, the Odakyu department store is currently undergoing reconstruction, resulting in a more open view of the sky at the Shinjuku West exit. We'll pass underneath the deck and head toward the cluster of skyscrapers. Since it's a bit of a distance, let's skip ahead to the distinctive Tokyo Mode Gakuen building. From here, we will walk through part of the skyscraper district. On the west side of Shinjuku Station, the Tokyo Mode Gakuen building we just saw is known as the Andrews Cocoon Tower. Tokyo Mode Gakuen is a college specializing in fashion and design, education. A short walk brings us to a spot with a panoramic view of the skyscrapers. The reason skyscrapers are concentrated in this area is that it was originally the site of a vast water purification plant. The Konda River and the Tamagawa Aqueduct flow nearby. While many people relied on these waters, the quality would often deteriorate during times of high water. Levels. Known as the Yodobashi Purification Plant. The facility operated from 1898 until 1965, safeguarding the safety of Tokyo's water supply. Its operations was subsequently relocated to the Higashimurayama Purification Plant, situated further to the west, starting in the late 1960s. The area was developed under the Shinjuku New Urban Center Plan. The Keio Plaza Hotel, visible here on the right, was the first of many skyscrapers to be built. Since this area used to be a water treatment plant, there are differences in elevation between the former water storage areas and the surrounding ground. The resulting unevenness in the heights of the roads and buildings offers a glimpse of the site's past. When I crossed the street and looked back, I could see the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. This building was completed in 1991. Before that, the Tokyo Metropolitan Government was located in Marunouchi, near Tokyo Station. Admission to the observation deck is free, so I recommend it to anyone visiting the area. I'll turn back now and head towards the station. I crossed the street and arrived at the main commercial district on the west side. Since this area is not the site of a water treatment plant, there are fewer large buildings here. This area features several Yodobashi camera stores, each specializing in different categories. You can find a wide range of products, including computer equipment, cameras, home appliances, hobby goods, and travel supplies. In addition to the Yodobashi camera complex, there are numerous restaurants and eateries. There is a particularly large number of casual spots, such as lunch venues catering to office workers from the nearby high-rises and various izakaya, Japanese-style pubs that are perfect for everyday dining. I've made my way back near the station. Here's the route I walked today. Shinjuku is a city with distinct personalities across its south. east and west areas, with highlights ranging from the chaotic atmosphere of the Kabukicho district to the skyscrapers of the west exit. It is a city that feels like a microcosm of Tokyo. We've now reached the Koshu Koshu Highway, heading toward Yamanashi. If you look to the left, you can see the New Woman building at the new south exit, where we started. If you'd like to see more Tokyo City walks, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment.